My therapist a number of weeks ago recommended that this is something that I try. The last 3 years I've been doing somatic therapy, TRE, meditation, a whole series of things to deal with my complex trauma. I've had a background anxiety and a fairly pervasive anxiety for a number of years, or as long as I can remember really. And the last few years it's got a little better. I definitely have kind of improved, but it's still, it's like still very present. And I did 1 hour a day for 5 consecutive days, which is how it's recommended. And the experience is pretty pleasurable. I mean, I sat down on my bed, my kids went to school, I just kind of got comfortable, and it's just an hour of listening to, pretty easygoing music, quite a good selection of songs. So the process itself it's pretty enjoyable. But around about day 4 is when I started to feel something's happening. Something is going on here that I can't quite put my finger on, and it was very subtle. And what started to appear is this sense of quiet, this feeling almost like a room inside my head opened up that felt like it was just this quiet, serene place. And by day 5, it was like it seemed to have kind of locked in. I can just close my eyes and anchor myself and feel it like it's there. In the same way I had this kind of background anxiety where I could just, anytime I could stop and I could just feel it pulsating, it feels like the sound and safety protocol has replaced it with a background peacefulness or a background quiet, or just this, it's very hard to put words to, but it's like a kind of a gentle breeze just at the back of my mind that I can kind of just be aware of, and it just anchors me in this kind of centered, everything's okay, nice feeling. I feel a quietness inside of me that I can honestly say I've never felt before. So I feel like I'm a lot more present. I feel like that restlessness in me is subdued, and it's not that I'm now without problems, that everything's fixed, but there's a feeling that I've got some foundation to build on, to consolidate on. But I am finding my interactions with people, I'm smiling more. And not that I didn't smile before, but I would kind of walk past people, neighbours I know, or friends from my kids' school, and I would, do the sort of perfunctory smile like you do. But now I feel like I'm, there's a thing in the course, the Sound and Safety Protocol course, about beaming and gleaming. And now I'm seeing people and giving them a big smile. And the weird thing is, it's actually involuntary. I'm not thinking I need to smile to people more. It's just happening in this kind of natural, almost involuntary way. And people smile back, and it's a really odd phenomenon. And I was saying to my wife, it feels like, like I've always had this like Oscar the Grouch inside of me, and now there's Elmo and Big Bert that are coming to the surface of my personality, which again wasn't something I was expecting or assuming. It's kind of caught me by surprise. So for me, the experience of the Sound and Safety Protocol has been very profound. I'm sure people with trauma can attest to this. It's just every little bit I've had to work very hard, not just to get it, but to consolidate it and to kind of build on it. And to do something like this that felt so easy on one level is just, it's astounding. That's all I can say. So if there's anyone listening to this that is considering it, that has a history of trauma, and as an adult is trying to improve on it, it's certainly not a cure-all, and they don't advertise it to be that. But from my end, it's given me a foundation that I feel my meditation, my therapy, my somatic work, it feels like they all just seem a little bit easier. And since doing the SSP, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying just sitting there, doing nothing, just being present with my mind. And that to me is just, I've spent a lifetime running away from my mind, or avoiding my mind, or suppressing my mind, or getting away from my mind. And to have that gift of quietness, to have that gift of enjoying my mind and being able to be with my mind, to be present with my mind, and all the implications of that, to be present with other people's minds, to be more present with my kids, is, it's truly amazing.